Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Kamala Montano Legend on the channel Kulumama reality TV shows, celebrities, kanye nama YouTubers. Listen, you guys, first it was Umini Dlamini, us finding out that she was the one that was paying for everything in her marriage, even the wedding itself, you know. And then now it's Mihlali, she's talking about paying on those vacations that besbawela, besbawela. What's the right way to say this? Besisabawela ama-holidays kaMihlali, and Mihlali was the one that was paying for those holidays. But you guys, she did not keep it a secret, really. She wasn't secretive about it because there are videos where she is trying to tell us that she's the one that is paying. Listen to this video here.
And how much was it? And if you haven't received one before, what would be the girlfriend allowance that you would want?
Many moons ago, I'm joking. Yeah, I once had a girlfriend allowance. I once had a girlfriend allowance, and Shane was cute.
What's cute?
He used to give me 50K a month.
That's very cute.
I was
good.
happy.
Yeah.
Yo, I was
And
so
it's like
happy.
it's like it sorted out everything for you at the time.
You know, like it Benji, very cute.
Listen, once upon a time, I had a girlfriend allowance and it was 50K a month. I believe that at this time, you guys, she was already dating Leroy and she's not saying, this is what my girlfriend allowance is right now. She was saying, once upon a time, I got 50K a month as girlfriend allowance. Listen, I'm willing to bet that even then she was lying about the 50K. She never got the 50K even from the ex. But anyway, that's not the story right now. The story is she wasn't getting any money from Leroy because she was the one paying. Okay. I think that this story is very important because even though Mihlali has been one of those girls that seem to be dating rich men so that she could get money, but she has always emphasized as well that it's very important for girls to work for their own. There's a video where she actually says, listen, a man should be able to walk in and out of your life and not change anything. In terms of your lifestyle, because you have yourself, you have your own back when it comes to finances. Okay, so I think it's important even now to know that when you're watching these celebrities, you're watching these influencers, they eat girls taking these vacations, and you're thinking that the men are paying, a lot of the times they are paying themselves. Okay, they are the ones that are paying boyfriend allowances. What a shock. Anyway, you guys, I think this was clear that, even then we should have seen that Leroy was not really giving Mihlali money. But she also did an interview, you guys, when she was on the show Unfollowed on Showmax, where they do talk about her relationship with Leroy, and she does reveal some things even there. So let's listen a little bit here.
Sorry, that's not gonna happen. That'll never ever happen. The only time I'll have a couple's video, I'm sure, is on my wedding day when I get married.
Are you going to get married?
I hope so, one day, God willing.
Your current lover, your current boyfriend,
I will
Leroy?
marry whoever God blesses me with to be my husband.
Once he's divorced. There is that technicality for you.
It's part of life, doll. What can I do? Can't share that kind of information.
But married men, Mihlali, always say to their new lover or their love interest that I'm getting a divorce.
But then
she's crazy. I'm leaving. You're the love of my life, my true north.
Yeah.
Why do you believe your situation is different?
They don't even live in the same house anymore.
Well, many men have moved out and never divorced. He wouldn't be the first.
That's true, actually. You're absolutely right.
So how's your situation different?
I think, like, if you're no longer with the person, then I don't see anything wrong with moving on with your life. It's completely different if he's still living in the same house, sleeping in the same bed and saying, I'm getting a divorce, then that's just hogwash.
Did you get with Leroy because he's got money? Because that's what people said about you.
What? I have my own money. Are you mad?
Did you think about the fact that he had money in deciding to go into a relationship with him?
No. You know what? Being in the position that I am, I'm exposed to all sorts of men. And not to sound arrogant, but I could possibly be with anybody I wanted to be with. So I definitely go for someone also based on character, how they treat me. There's a lot of men with money in the world, but do they respect women? Will they take care of you emotionally?
So what about then claims that he is a flawed character?
people have their people have different experiences with people. Some people think I'm a horrible person. Some people think I'm a bitch. No.
Listen, you guys, it did end in tears, okay? We don't know which of the two cried. We don't know if it's Mihlali who cried or it's Leroy who cried, but there were tears, okay? It ended in tears. Anyway, you guys, I think it's very important to listen to what Mihlali is saying here because even in this interview, she's very clear to say, listen, I make my own money. I make my own money. I don't think that there was even a time when Leroy was giving Mihlali that much money. However, I remember this one article on the Sunday World where they were talking about the demands that the ex-wife Leroy was making and the records that they were able to put together in terms of Ama finances Leroy. There was a 200,000 rands that was said to have been transferred from Leroy's bank account to Mihlali's bank account. And this is what I think might have been the reason for that. Remember that that was after Mihlali and Leroy had taken that vacation with Somizi. Did they go to Dubai or something like that? And after that, the article came out. I think that Mihlali really did pay for them to go on a vacation or did pay for most of the expenses where when they were on that vacation. And then when they were coming back, she was like, listen, you need to pay me back my money. And maybe that's the reason Leroy transferred that 200,000 rands to Mihlali's bank account. But from what she's saying, you guys, it doesn't look like she was getting any a girlfriend allowance. Listen, she does talk about her hopes of getting married here, even though she's not specific to say she hopes she gets married to Leroy. But I'm thinking that if she was still in a relationship with Leroy at the time that she did unfollowed, obviously, she was still hoping that she will get married to Leroy. I like the fact that they get to talk about Leroy's flaws here and her saying, listen, people have different experiences with people. But I like that at the end of the day, she's experiencing the same Leroy that the ex wife, Leroy, experienced. Okay. Listen, you guys, they say the best predictor of a person's future is their past. That's all the information you have is their past. If you know how they've treated somebody in their previous relationship, that's the information you have. You know that at some point they're going to treat you exactly like that. So, what's happening now? Leroy is at a vacation. Kissing another girl. Exactly the same thing that happened to Leroy's wife when Mihlali went on a holiday in Dubai with somebody's husband and was kissing him while the wife was back at home. Now Leroy is at a vacation with another girl while Mihlali is back home. Yes, she can argue that they had broken up, but I mean, if you broke up in October, you're not expecting that the person is already taking someone else on a vacation. So, guys, listen, like I said, okay, there is 10 commandments, okay, but there is the 11th one. Thou shalt not date a man that is not divorced, even if he tells you that he is getting a divorce. Thou shalt not date that man. Stay away from the men that have not signed the divorce papers. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginithanda kakhulu.